Alrighty, let's see if this worked. Let's see if this worked. Hopping on the phone, view all, my profile. We're up. Let me see if I can see this chat. Let's see if this worked. Let's see if this worked. Yup. Let's go. Alrighty, let's get this audio up too, because I know that I'm not a big fan of master volume and game volume, but I know that it helps out. Some people enjoy it more than others. Let's get it in the game already. I'm hyped. I've been having a hard time figuring out how to like get my microphone to work. For the longest time, it was just going through like the left ear, and now I got it going through the both ears. So I'm happy about that. And then I figured out how to get the chat popped up and everything like that. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Definitely excited about that. And I don't know, I've been posting Counter-Strike lately, but I figured honestly I can do both. I feel like I don't think that it's gonna be the worst idea. Hopefully not at least. But I guess we'll just see how this goes for the time being, I suppose. Not 100% sure. Never done it before really, so spam some people real quick. Guess we'll just have to see how this goes. I'm a really big fan of this new hero. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a very fun time playing him. I like this new hero. I like this new Emery guy. I like this Anran person. I'm not a big fan of the cat that they added. The tank is pretty cool, I'll say. It's kind of like a Sigma, kind of like a Reinhardt, but I mean, kind of like a Ramaktra, I meant. But no, I think it's nice. I think they added a lot of really good things to the season, and I've had a lot of fun so far playing it. I kind of fell off of Overwatch, played a lot of the 5v5 open queue. I made it to top 500 at one point. I was never like maintaining top 500, but I did make it there. And then I just stopped playing, honestly. Got bored, started getting into Counter-Strike. And then I was playing Counter-Strike, and I made it to 14,999 elo. And then I lost a bunch of games. I'm at 10,000. That game's been kind of tilting me lately, so I've been playing this more, and I really enjoy it. I like it a lot. I think that is super worth it. But yeah, I don't know. I spent 3 days, and I quit smoking weed for a bit. Don't know if it's gonna be a permanent thing or if it's just gonna be a temporary thing, but I'm trying to fill in that space with doing something that I enjoy, something productive, something that I've wanted to do for a while, you know. So I'm excited to see how this works out, I guess. I'm not really too sure. I've been posting some edits. I want to stream for a little bit, and then I'm probably gonna hop on Counter-Strike and make another one of those map utilities, because I feel like those are very important, not only for myself but for other people. Like, if anyone else is curious about the maps or like what smokes, flashbangs, you know, I can be able to do that for like my teammates that I play with or like friends that I meet along the way. But then also it's like I don't know every smoke, I don't know every lineup, I don't know everything about every map. So the more time I spend making these videos on how to put those smokes out there and those flashbangs and stuff, I'm learning them for myself as well. So then it's like I'll get better at the game as well, as long as I keep doing it, you know. And if I'm posting for other people and myself, as I get better, my content will get better, and then the people that are watching me will get better, and collectively it's like a learning together moment, you know. So I'm definitely excited to see how that works out. I am. But this game is going to be a good game. I can tell already. We've gotten Narissa. But we got a cat on our team, so that's kind of GG if they throw. Yeah, that's my opinion at least. I don't see the value out of that character yet, to be honest. It's very hit or miss with me. Like, this is nice, yes. I do enjoy doing that. You can get people to hear quick, and it'll be nice for, like, not, I guess not necessarily this mode, but modes where you gotta meet in the middle. You can almost always have your tank and a support beat the other team to the point. And then, like, let's say someone's ulting, you can get them away. Or, like, even with the Narissa, they all, like, I can see them being very good as a combo character, but alone, they don't really add much value to the team, in my opinion. But it is a new character, you know, so people are going to find the way to use it. People are going to learn what they want to do with it, so it'll just take some time, and it'll all even out, I guess. I'm holding an opinion pretty early into the release of this character, so it's not necessarily fair to the character yet. And I just died to a Reaper. Damn. It's alright. I'll be back. I'll get back. But yeah, honestly, if this cat can't really hold its own, I'm probably gonna have to switch off this character, because this is a new character and I'm not perfect with them yet. So probably go Moira or something familiar. I was never actually a good support either. Like, I'm not a terrible support, but I play lane, so that's what I made it to top 500 in as an open queue. But of course, with open queue, sometimes you have to play the other roles. You can't just play the role you want to play. Otherwise, you'll lose, to be honest. Having like 3 supports or like having 2 tanks and 3 DPS, it just doesn't work out that way, unfortunately. You have to be able to sacrifice. But I don't know, this new character is really cool. I like his ability of, like, when you shoot, you don't have to necessarily always shoot all the way. You can kind of just like bounce him off the walls and stuff, and then his chain is really nice too. It reminds me of like an Ana sleep dart, but it's not as hard to hit, and I feel like it actually does provide more value, just because you can get an ability later, like with your perks, that you can slow them, and then when you hit them with it, you do like 40% additional damage. So it's kind of like you sting someone, and then you can really make sure they die. This character is more of like a do damage, upgrade your little ring around you for the healing. Make sure to throw your hats every now and again to keep everybody up. But it is really more of like a damage DPS, like a DPS support. That's what I like about it. It's very hybrid. You can pretty much play however you need to play. You can play really passive, you can play really aggressive. And I just made that Doomfist miss, huh? That's funny. Poor guy. Then it's all things fuck him. Then he's dead. I suppose I could join the team chat too, see what these people gotta say. Probably keep my mic muted unless they're talking. I hate to be the only guy in the chat talking. It's actually embarrassing sometimes. Because you don't even know if they're listening to you. You're just talking for no reason too much. I'm still not 100% sure how to use this dude's ult the best way, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. I kind of just throw it down, kind of like a tree of life, but it does not do nearly as much healing. So Reaper ult, that's big. That was a big ult. Let's see what they're saying in the chat. I'm muting myself right away. There are 3 people in here, so maybe one of them will talk. I've never understood, like, Counter-Strike, everyone talks. Play Fortnite, most people have mics. But then this game, it's just like everyone refuses to talk. This is like one of the most anti-social competitive games that I've ever played. And like, call-outs, and it's nice, but I don't know, sometimes it gets really crowded in this game. Like, it doesn't even make sense what people are saying. But when you do have good call-outs, it's nice, because it's like one guy's low, you call it out, now all 5 of your people are shooting at him, and they're gonna die, you know? Just takes time, I guess. At the higher ranks, I'll say that there is more of the mics going on and stuff, but I think it's really not the same as Counter-Strike. Then again, I don't even know if I want to stream Counter-Strike and have people be able to talk, because man, that game can get wicked. I think I probably could have used my ult there, but it's like I just wouldn't save anyone. No, I did not mean to do that. That is not what I meant to do. Oh man, I don't know. With like the Doom, when you do your punch, there's a button that shows you a button to cancel, and it's like this other character they got the button to cancel. This one is the button to teleport. And I don't like that, because then it makes me want to press it. Like, I see the F on there and I want to press it, and then I teleport myself back into the danger, like 9 times out of 10. Whatever. I wish my team was talking though, so I'm not talking to myself. It's all good though. I'm gonna have to use my ult like this next fight here. I'm gonna use right now to take that man. No reason I'm holding on to it. Holding on to it until they rename it Overwatch 2 again, shit. And I will say, I'm not sure what that whole deal was about. It was Overwatch, and then they switched it to Overwatch 2, and now it's just back to Overwatch. So I'm not too sure why they even changed it to Overwatch 2 in the beginning, you know. But it is what it is, I guess. You know, Counter-Strike should do that same thing. They should get rid of Counter-Strike 2 and just make it Counter-Strike. But then again, Counter-Strike is Counter-Strike 1.6, so I can see why, but they could really easily just rename Counter-Strike 1.6 to Counter-Strike 1.6. No one refers to that as Counter-Strike. It's always 1.6. So, well, that's just my opinion on it. Okay, so there was someone alive with me. I wasn't just doing that for no reason, alright? But they have a very long way. We have ults coming up. We should theoretically be able to stop it before they hit the checkpoint, hopefully. I'm not gonna lie, when they switched to Doomfist, I was a little worried, but their Doomfist is not doing it. He's trying, I can tell, but he's not doing it. He's playing a little bit too aggressive. He's getting up there and dying. That's a good kill. One of the supports. Yeah, good round. I don't know. This character is pretty good. It's all is kind of like a meme, but it can be actually really annoying. Like me and my girlfriend were playing yesterday, and there was probably like 6 or 7 different times that they ulted, picked her up and threw her off the map, and she was like, "Why me?" I don't know. It's funny. Don't get me wrong. Like, I do think it's funny, but in the grand scheme of things, like, it's a little bit like, I don't know. I don't think it necessarily fits in with the game as well, you know? Feels out of place a little bit yet. They could probably rework the character a little bit more to make it more versatile. Like, if that character's main thing is called jetpack, and you're able to pick people up and carry them. I honestly do feel like you should be able to carry someone and shoot your heals at the same time. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if that'd be considered broken because it's not in the game, you know? But I just feel like that would add a little bit more value to that character from what I noticed. Like, I'll pick people up, and then it's like if I have someone picked up, my team is dying, and then I gotta drop that person. No matter where they're at, they could be in front of every single enemy, and I still have to drop them, you know? So, and like one misclick could kill your teammates, which is unfortunate, and definitely could be bothersome to a lot of people. And especially like the people that don't play support or never played the character, they're not gonna understand like that was an accident part of it, you know? They're gonna be like, why did you drop me here? I will say though, this game has one of like the more, I don't want to say stupid because nobody's necessarily stupid. It's just people don't think to be like, oh, that might have happened or that might have happened. It's just like an immediate complaint. Even in quick play, it's like, dude, this is like the non-competitive mode and you're still upset. I don't know. But that's also, I come from Counter-Strike, so casuals don't matter at all. Regular competitives don't really matter at all. It's just Premier. And if you're playing Premier, you're tryharding. But this, it's like, everything is tryhard for these people, you know? I couldn't do it. I have fun in quick play. But yeah, we really just have to get the cart right here. That's really not too bad at all. Easy game for the first game. Show a possible bad message. I'm not clicking that. I would every other day of the week. Shit, man. GG. Yeah, 4K, 8K. I didn't even feel like I did too much that game, you know. But his remedy aura is super nice. It's like a Lucio circle that you can power up as you do damage. So there's a reason to shoot people. I don't know, and that's the thing too. Like I play Lucio. And Lucio's a very much one of those DPS also where it's like, it's more do damage. You don't have to worry about like sitting there healing people. So it's just like, kind of fits in with my playstyle, less movement. So it's easier actually to stay with your teammate with this guy because there's so much less movement. You don't have to worry about all that extra doing this, doing that, chasing that guy, or you kind of just stay by him. Make sure that circle's around him, throw those poison darts. It's a good deal, honestly. I like this guy. I was explaining last night to my dad, actually, like, dude, this dude that they added is probably like top 3 players that I've played in this game. Like super enjoyable. It's not like he's not fun to play. Like Kiriko is fun if you can hit shots and I can't. So you're sitting there just heal botting. It's not really too enjoyable. And then it's like you play a character like Bastion. It's fun to maul people down, but it's like you're mauling people down. It's a Bastion, you know. This character's got a lot to it. Like that chain, super cool. It reminds me a lot of a Paladin from World of Warcraft. Like the healing with the bouncing off the helmet and having like that radius around you, and you could stick people and get them stuck, and a lot of the similar abilities as like a Paladin healer. And I did play a Paladin and I was a healer in World of Warcraft, so it's like there's levels to why this character fits with me. I'm not gonna fit with everyone. Like my dad, for example, doesn't enjoy it too much. But I could see this guy becoming one of the more like immediate picks for healers. I call them healers instead of support because it's like your job is to heal the team. Obviously you're supporting them and you gotta help kill stuff, but end all be all, you're supposed to be healing. Actually, instead of that, I do want to ban the cat, just so my other dude can't pick the cat, honestly. Sounds bad, but I don't even ban to play against the cat. I ban it so I don't have to play with the cat. But then again, like, it's just an opinion-based thing. Like, I'm sure the character's good, and I'm sure the right person can make the right value out of it. I'm just not getting that value. So I'm a hater. And yeah, I guess part of my thought process is I've made a couple videos. They got like 100 views each, which is alright. You know, I'm not really too worried about views. And then I made an Instagram, I made a YouTube short. I made another YouTube short today after I made one yesterday, which I'm pretty hyped about. Like, I really liked the first one I posted. I really liked the second one I posted. It's Counter-Strike. I enjoy Counter-Strike. I've been playing that since I was a little kid. But I figured having some long-term content on the channel, or just in general, would be nice, you know? I know that my girlfriend, for example, likes to watch YouTube to go to bed, so I'm kind of like, she could watch this, you know? Or, just anyone, I guess, you know? Just having something that is like, alright, I watch this video and now this pops on, and they're like, oh, this guy talks. And he plays other games, and he has opinions on things, you know? It's not just like, oh, I'm gonna throw this and this and this, and that's how you do the smokes. Or, you know, it's just adds a little bit of personality to it, and gives someone something to actually watch, you know? Like, you're not gonna watch a CSGO math tutorial if you don't play Counter-Strike, and if you don't care about the smokes, you know? It's a very niche topic. Only so many people are gonna watch it. But it's like, you don't even have to like Overwatch to be like watching this, because it's entertaining, you know? This game looks cool, it has cool graphics, there's a lot going on, a lot to talk about, and there's new stuff, you know? So it's like people that might not have seen Overwatch for a while, or might have not played in a minute, or never even heard of the game, are gonna know, like, oh, there's new stuff. It's at like a boiling point, where the game was heating up, you know? They were really cooking with Overwatch 2, trying to bring it back. And then it's like they dropped this update, and this is just when everything clicked, you know what I mean? Like, they really, in my opinion, they really cooked. Like, I couldn't picture a better time in Overwatch, you know? 5v5 is really a lot better than the 6v6 open queue for, like, I guess, if you want to say, like, quality of gameplay. It's not that 6v6 is bad. I do enjoy playing open queue, but 5v5 adds like a fairness to it, where it's like, yes, there's still like the solid teams and everything like that, but there's not so much going on. It runs better on your computer and stuff, all that good jazz. They cook. That's all I can really say is they cook. I'm enjoying it. Oh. What's up, Emmett, bro? How are you doing? I did not expect to see anyone chatting. That's crazy. I don't even know how long I'm gonna put that chat in there, man. I'm sorry. Long time no see, long time no talk. This is my first stream, playing some Overwatch. Now, I don't know if that's actually Emmett, or if that's, I can't tell if that's the little brother or the older brother. Don't want to dox or anything. But, man, that's cool. Thank you. Playing this new hero. And I really like this new hero, man. I'm not too much of a fan of the new tank. I can't play them, but they're really strong. And that's why I don't like it. Have you been playing Overwatch still? I remember that we played some Overwatch like a while ago when you came over to Dad's, but I don't know if you still play. I know you play Fortnite. And like this things can ricochet, so I can just sit here and I can hit them if I'm lucky, I guess. Not lucky, but a little bit of luck. If you know where they're at, it's not luck, but if you're just spamming it, it is a little bit of luck. Ooh, I stuck their tank right there. He might have been able to get away. Alright. I think I'm gonna switch to someone that I know a little better. Get a little bit more value from, it might be beneficial. You only play Fortnite? Do you do reload? Do you do regular Fortnite? Or do you play build, zero build? I like to play builds reload. That's what I'm pretty much playing on that. When I do play, I guess. I play a lot of like the no build with Glenn and stuff. If I'm hopping on by myself, I'm definitely playing build. This game is not going as good as that last game was. I can say that. We're gonna have to work for this a little harder. That new tank is really strong. It's very much of like a stand in one place and you have to get through them, you know. And then they're playing a Symmetra as well, so they're playing the right people, honestly. I was explaining that new tank as like, that's not a tank that you're going to push with, that's not a tank that you're going to get a lot of kills or damage with. That's one of those tanks that you're just going to stand there and the sustainability is what's going to win the game. Oh, you play like all the modes, you're not really like opposed to any. Maybe a Zenyatta would actually help, I can tell him a little bit, but yeah, I don't know, like I'm pretty open to all games. I think that reload is a little faster paced, a little bit more going on. But the regular Fortnite lately has been cooking also. There hasn't been like a terrible season since like that Star Wars season. I wasn't a big fan of that at all. After kill. Man, where is our team? Oh, I see their backline. That's valid. There's their tank. And there's their support down. Let's go. Now we can push the payload. Let's go. Push the payload a little bit here and maybe we'll be in good standing. If we hit this next checkpoint, it should be a little bit better, but this first point is pretty hard. Getting the point and then getting around that little corner. Super strong chokehold. This one too, but the chokehold comes after you hit the checkpoint, so can't really complain too much. Ana Zen should be really good combo against this tank, honestly. There's so much sustainability, you get rid of some of that with the antis and the orb, so my thought process on that. I don't know, like Reinhardt was tearing me up when I was playing that new tank. I could see Doomfist also tearing that new tank up a little bit, but new support, not new support. Use UPS all this crash too, I'm not gonna lie. Does lots of damage. Yeah, we gotta stay alive and stay on this point. We're not making it. We're just gonna have to play really good defense this next time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I swear that my team is so split up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna blame my teammates because I'm not playing the best either, but I was really confused where they went. But then I seen them, it was like my tank was in front of me, and then I seen them on the other side. They like had wrapped around the right side and got behind them. And that's how we won that one fight, to get that momentum going there, but it didn't end up winning that round, unfortunately. I gotta take the sweatshirt off, dude. Got my shoes, jeans, Carhartt sweatshirt on, and it's not even cold outside. It's a little warm in here now. I'm getting a little sweaty. A little gross. Man, if only I would have been able to set this up a while ago. I used to have a face cam and everything, and I would have been able to have face cam on, but I ended up breaking the USB-C port inside of my computer, and now that doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. I'm not putting these pylons in good spots. Holy cow. I gotta lock in. as long as we hold point, we should be good. This map does kind of favor, not us necessarily, but it is favoring the defensive side. Alright, back up, meet me on this wall. Oh, I died. No. Mei is a really annoying character. The walls suck. I don't even know, I gotta stop switching and just get an ult, honestly. That'll be helpful. Getting rolled in this game, if that happens. Next game I'll do DPS only. As a support player, like, yes, you have an impact on the game, but you're not, like, detrimentally changing the game, unfortunately. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to carry as a support. Don't get me wrong, there's people that do and there's people that find that value, but it is a lot harder to find that value as a support than, like, the DPS or tank or that. I think Winston is rolling me. Dive versus, I don't know. They really buffed the dive characters. They buffed all of the characters, honestly, but I feel like the dive got it better with the jumps and stuff. When you move, you heal, and the sustainability is a lot stronger. And the hardest part about playing a dive was the sustainability. You die quick trying to get the value that you needed. But now it's like they really took that away, and they reward you a lot for actually getting that value, which is good. Like they're rewarding you for playing the player how it's supposed to be played, but it does make it a lot harder to play against. Oh no. He's going XQC mode. But yeah, I don't know, it's like, there's people that stream, there's people that post videos, and it's like, I always wanted to do that, but I've never, like, done it. So it's like, the only way to see if it works is to do it, you know? You can't count anything out until you do it. But let's just say, like, this game did not go good. I didn't play bad, though. We all didn't necessarily play bad. They just played better. We didn't stick up to a team, we weren't shooting the same people. Symmetra is kind of broken. Always has been, always will be, in my opinion. Well, let me change my role real quick. Get a little bit of different stuff going on here. But yeah, overall, like, I posted 2 Instagram reels of the edits that I made, and they got 300 views together. And then on YouTube, I posted the same 2 edits, and they got, let me look here, I'll look right now. Yeah, and they got like 300 views as well together. And then on my TikTok, I got like 200 views from the 2, so that's like 800 views in the past couple days, which is like, views are only half of it. You know, you want people to press the subscribe and the follow button to like stay there, but yeah, you can't expect it to like blow up overnight. Some people do though. Some people really do. You'll post something, boom, you got 1 million views, 100,000, whatever, and then boom, now you gotta like consistently keep up with that. And I feel like those people have a lot harder of a time than like someone like that builds it up from the bottom. You know, you start with the 100, you get 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and you're not like forced to stick in that same niche. You're not in that same bubble, and you don't have to like, you don't have to get down on yourself that the next video doesn't get that same amount of views, you know? That's a big thing too. It's like, you get something that has 100,000 likes on it, the next one you post gets 1,000, and you're like, did I do something wrong? When it's like, you didn't do anything wrong. That's just the algorithm of that time of that video, you know. And if you're not hitting the right video or hitting the right algorithm, it might not work. But yeah, one of my buddies, I just sent him the edit on Instagram, and he goes, are those your clips? And I was like, yeah, that's me. So I'm gonna send him a live and see if he'll join up. It's been a long time since I talked to him. I like this new character too. Shoots fire, you can fan them down, get them all hot, and then got a little fireball, you can fire dash. It's pretty strong.
I think my allergies are acting up. Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, this character's pretty cool. I am not a fan of like having like that right there where it says like the critical health, like that little red cross. It's nice for when you're a support, but when you're a DPS player or like a tank that has played support or does play support, it gets a little confusing because it's like now I want to heal them and I don't even have heals. So it's like hit or miss, I guess. It's not a bad thing at all. It's just, that's my preference, I suppose. Start these people on fire real quick and get them burning. Get them ticking away. Keep the pressure up. This person you're supposed to play pretty aggressive with. At first I thought you were going to play this character like a Kiriko just because it's like, has like the same type of feeling of Kiriko. Same look. But, no. Playing far away doesn't get that same value. Oh! I didn't know there was 4 people watching. Shit. I seen, I knew you were watching, but I haven't looked at like the views or nothing like that. That's cool. What's up, everybody? Not meaning to disclude all of y'all. I mean, that's it. I honestly was expecting to stream and have no one watch. Like I thought that this would just be me talking to myself for a little bit and kind of just like a video that goes up on my channel at some point. So I'll take it. I'll take everything. That sounds crazy. Yeah, I won't take everything. I can't take everything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're bringing me off the map. It's alright, though. They failed. That right there is what I'm talking about. Like, the cat has that ability, but I don't think it's good enough to, like, be by themselves, like, doing that type of stuff, you know? A little bit hard to hit people in the air with, but... Got her. Got the kitty, boomed her. This chick's ult is really cool, too. Fly up in the air and turn into a fireball and rain down on them. It's gonna be big. Burn. There we go. I knew I could do it. I knew they'd die. Yeah, with this character, I don't feel like is one of those characters that you're going to get a whole lot of kills with as much as you're just going to be weakening them and making them uncomfortable. You know, if you're constantly burning, you're wanting to back up, you're needing a heal every now and again. It's like you're going to have constant attention on you once you're on fire. And you can't have constant attention on everyone on the team, you know? That's just how it is in this game. The healers can only do so much, you know? So, like, the more you can distract them, the better. And that thing is kind of like an immortality in a sense, where once you go into that little fireball, it cleanses you a little bit, and you can't do as much. They can't do as much, you know? You're invisible, and then you're still damaging them, so... It's a really good character. They did cook. I will say, there's no doubt in my mind that they got some inspiration from Marvel Rivals. Like, that cat person is kind of like the Jess guy, or I actually don't know what his name is. I think it's Jess, the shark dude from Marvel Rivals. This would be like the Incredible, not the Incredible, the Fantastic Five or Fantastic Four. I don't remember which one it was. I got made fun of for saying either or, but it definitely reminds me of the fire guy, because his ultimate is almost the same thing in that game. You go down, hit him with the fire, and you come back up, and they're all burning. So, can definitely say that this character is cool. This guy reminds me of I also don't know his name. I don't play Marvel Rivals, but the guy that is like has the machine gun, throws grenades and stuff. But that could also be Soldier. You know, like they're both pretty similar. Hit scan people with assault rifles, bombs. But yeah, I mean, honestly, this could be something that I do more often. Like, there's not really a reason that I'm not doing it. Like, I play the games all day, every day, all the time. There's no reason not to try and do something with it. Yeah, Rocket Raccoon. I've tried Marvel Rivals. It's not bad. It's just a little gimmicky in my opinion. Definitely not as good like as Overwatch in my opinion. It's kind of like based off of Overwatch and then more comic-y and not as like, this game feels clean. It's got like a super, it's got the competitiveness to it, and that game just doesn't. Of course there's people that play it competitively, and I'm sure like if I played it enough it would feel just like Overwatch, or I would understand the game like Overwatch, but it just doesn't have the same feeling. Like, this game has so much lore to it, it has character, the graphics are like, I don't know, that game doesn't have that for me, I guess. And like, I don't know, it's very similar with like Valorant. Like, Valorant isn't a bad game, it's just not for me. And this game is, I don't know, it's kind of like the same sense, I guess. Like, I enjoy Counter-Strike over Valorant, I enjoy this over Marvel Rivals. But both of the games are good, and I've played them, and it's not like I don't like them, it's just, this is what sticks to me. I should probably switch here, though. I'm not getting the value I need or want to get out of this character. Not necessarily getting rolled, but not necessarily doing much either, I feel like. As I say that, I get some good fire damage, but let's see here. Yeah, I'll go Tracer. Same concept, different abilities, different hero. I should be able to get their Ashe a little bit here, maybe get a little bit more damage onto their Mercy. Hopefully get some more damage onto their Mercy, they're cooking. I think Sigma is a good pick. I mean, he didn't switch, but that is a good pick against this character. Watching off the top. Oh, I'm too late. Alright, we gotta start cooking here. This game's gonna go to overtime, and I don't want it to go to overtime. Oh, I'm getting a call right now, too. Shit. I'm not about to answer this. I don't know what he's about to say. I definitely agree. Overwatch is better, but I'm not gonna diss on Marvel Rivals because that game is fun. Like, I've played it. I enjoyed playing it. I just don't. It doesn't resonate with me that much. And like Valorant, I don't know. The game is fine. The thing is with me, I play Counter-Strike. when you spray your gun every single time there's the same spray pattern. In Valorant, it's not like that. They have a couple different spray patterns. And it's like, you can't have a tactical shooter that's like supposed to be precise with different spray patterns. You know, I swing the corner, I start shooting, my bullets aren't going where I think they should go. And it's like, well, there's that, you know. But in Counter-Strike, it's like AK-47. You go down to the right, to the left, to the right. You hold there for a second, you go back to the left every single time, you know. And I've gotten it to the point where it's like, if you put a circle, I could probably get like 20 out of 30 bullets inside of that circle consistently. And it's like, you can't necessarily have that same thing with Valorant. Yeah, I gotta start cooking here. I guess not just me single-handedly, but me single-handedly, I'm not doing nothing this game. I'm doing a lot of talking. That's not a bad thing at all, though. I know that they just updated this guy's Peacekeeper where, like, you can one-shot people. That was almost a kill right there, man. Yeah, when I'm having a hard game with DPS, this is the guy I kind of switch to most often. But I'm just getting rolled. I'm not doing nothing beneficial at all. Low damage, just dying a bunch. I can't say I'm getting annoyed though. It's a pretty average experience for me. DPS and yeah, DPS and support aren't my strongest suits, I would say. I'm definitely a lot better at the tank role. And I will say Dorado's kind of a hard map, and they're playing Ash. They're playing hard people to play against, honestly. Soldier's got the high ground. Ash has got the high ground. Their tank just stands there and takes every bit of damage that you give it them. And they got like this Magnum Phantom pistol that charges up, shoots headshots. It's like 2 shots to like anyone that's not a tank, like 5 shots for super strong hero. I don't know, it's almost like you're not gonna get value out of that character besides just standing there and absorbing the damage, really. From what I've noticed. And there's a Bob. Let's get rid of that. I'm not going to be able to get rid of this Bob. Do some damage to it though. Man, this is going to be a good game. We're not holding them like they're holding us. I could maybe go Bastion and see if that helps any, but I don't really think it will, to be honest. Unfortunately. Yeah, I honestly think the problem right now is their DPS are putting out so much damage, and I'm just not doing that at all in the slightest. Like, not at all in the slightest. I do like this ability that they added for him, like when you switch formations, because you can go like that, and then that, and that, and that does a lot of damage, you know, if you hit them in the right spot. But then it's like you're wasting a couple cooldowns. That's kind of like a, do it right at the start, and then, like right here, if they're all piled up, this could get some good damage. Let me see if it works. Oh, coming over here. Yeah, that pistol does so much damage. The soldier is so strong. I see why my dad plays that all the time. Oh my god, where's the door? They're about to hit that point. GG's. Man, that was tough. That was very tough. Alright, though. Can't win them all, you know what they say. If I won every game, I'd be top rank. Alright, that's it.
I gave it my all.
Select your hero. Choose heroes to ban.
Spam Zen, Vendetta. I really hate playing against Sigma. Sigma's a super strong character. Really counters a lot of people. I've played a lot of games throughout my life, and I don't know, I'm just a competitive person. I just enjoy trying, you know, like I like learning the little things about the game. I like learning the little like combos you can do. It's just, all in all, the more you play the game, obviously you get better, but it's like genuinely like watching YouTube is probably the #1 reason why I'm good at the game. Like, I watch professional players play, I watch the streamers play. When there's a new update, I learn about the update, and then when I go to play, you're playing against people that don't watch those YouTubers and they don't know those little tips and tricks. You're playing against people that don't know the professional strategies, and of course, if the professionals are doing it, it's probably a good strategy to do. You know, it's working against other professionals. Or like, just knowing what everything does, you know? I will say, I didn't watch any videos about these new characters, so I'm quite uneducated when it comes to that end, but this game is going to be very interesting. I can only imagine that Doomfister is playing Doomfist. I can only imagine that this person is not going to have a good time playing with me because I'm a ball. So, I don't know. Let's see. Where's the Doomfist at? I know he's here. Yep, who would have thought? Doomfist, you're playing Doomfist. What crazy odds, right? That's funny. But like, dude, even like Clash of Clans lately, like I just pretty much maxed out my base completely. Like max Town Hall 18, highest level you can get. And I'm in a YouTuber clan, dude. I'm in Chief Pat's clan. I'm super hyped about that. That shit's like a dream come true. I've been wanting to join like a YouTuber clan since I was a kid. I've watched Chief Pat since I was a kid. And the dude's got like 3 million subscribers on YouTube. And I'm chilling in there. I get to have conversations with him every now and again. Blows my mind. Like, really, it's just you gotta put the effort in, you know? If you really enjoy doing something, put the effort in, you know? It doesn't matter how little it is or how irrelevant it might feel. It's just like, if you enjoy it, put the effort in, you know? People get good at sports, and it's not like sports are gonna benefit your life. In some senses, if you go to college and become like an athlete, or there's of course scenarios where they do become whatever, but it's like, even just going to go play basketball or football with your friends outside, you know, if you enjoy playing basketball, you're going to put the effort in to try and be better, you know? And that's just not with anything. But with games, it does go a long way. A lot of people play the games and they're like, oh, I'm just on the game to have fun. And it's like, some people don't just have fun doing that. Some people really do need to learn everything. And, you know, that is how they have fun, is by learning, you know? I'm not necessarily interested in history as much, or like science. Like, don't get me wrong, there's of course topics that do, of course, resonate with me or like build that interest. But like, really, I'm a nerd. I love learning about the games and like what this professional did and how this professional won that and why this is that way. And it's just always some nerdy, stupid stuff that you don't really need to know, but I love it. And it's not stupid, it's never stupid. No one's interests or hobbies are stupid. You know what I mean? That's what makes people happy. And what makes people happy matters a lot. An unhappy person doesn't... I don't know how to explain it. Knowing what makes you happy and enjoying what makes you happy gives you the confidence, gives you the ability to enjoy life a little bit more than if you just think, oh, that's dumb, I can't spend my time learning it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, no, if you really genuinely do enjoy playing the game, take the time to learn how to play it. Or take the time to... It's never anything bad. It's not a waste of time. It's not, you know... Kind of like people will be like, oh, why are you on the game so much? I don't know, why do you watch so much Instagram? Why do you shop on Amazon so much? Or why do you play so much football? Especially with the people that aren't professionals, you know? It's like, there's no reason for you to be playing basketball. Maybe to work out, maybe to do that, but it's like there's always a reason to do what you do, you know? And that's a real thing. But yeah, I should probably switch off balls because I am not adding any type of value to my team. And I can tell that we're getting split up. They'll die and I'll be alive, and then they'll die and I'll be alive, and that's not necessarily a good look on my end. Genji, Blade, annoying, but he's dead. Doomfist is also a very annoying character to play against. I could go Doomfist and probably just go just as hard as he is, but Ball is so strong right now. They added it where his movement, when he's in the air, you get health back, and it's like you're always in the air with Ball. You're slinging people like... Half of his game is just staying in the air, so then you can hit people, get the health packs. It's super mobile. You can get to wherever you need to go. You can try to find that value that you need to find in any single scenario. I do think that our Ashe needs to get off Ashe. Like, if we're playing Genji and Ball, you shouldn't be playing someone that's sitting there out in the open, because I'm not protecting you. Our other DPS isn't going to be in that same spot as you. They're going to be targeting you, except you're sitting duck at that point. But like, Bob is a super good ult. She does get really good value out of like fire, and I can say you can play an aggressive Ashe. You just have to be good at hitting your shots, you know. you can't put yourself in a vulnerable spot if you're not going to actually kill the person, because they're going to kill you 9 times out of 10. Kind of funny. I'm playing a dive tank, they're playing a dive tank, and then we're playing a Genji, they're playing a Genji. It's a very similar matchup, just different supports. They're playing a hit scan, we're playing a hit scan. I don't know, it's going well. I will say, if I was that Ashe, I'd switch though. I'd get annoyed of not having a tank helping me out at all. That's one of their supports. They're down to support now, they're down to fight. Down with DPS. They're down to this fight. Their Juno's back, so I gotta kill this person right away as soon as they come back. Both their supports are dead. And that's one thing about Doom, he's got such good survivability. He can generate overhealth from punching people, he can block your punches to charge up his overhealth. He's got the survivability he needs, he's just not better than Ball. But yeah, I guess I am a little curious. I haven't looked. I'm assuming that the stream quality doesn't look terrible, but I could be very wrong. I'm assuming my microphone sounds decent, because I was checking that before too. It was really weird, like I only have one microphone, and the box that I have has like the 2 ports in it, so you're supposed to have like a left and a right microphone for like the dual voice channel, and I don't have that. So like whenever I would record or whenever I would use my microphone, it would only play audio through like my left ear of my headset, or like on my phone it would just be really quiet and sound bad. So I'm like, alright, well I want to know how to fix that. I never knew how to fix it, and then I got metal.tv. That shit, super worth it if you don't have it on your computer or like phone. It's pretty cool. Anyway, there's like this thing that it like merges the voice channels. So like my left ear and my right ear, it splits it between the two, and you can actually hear it. And I was like, I wonder if I could do that on OBS, because I'm using OBS right now to stream. And I added a filter, and now I got it working to what I needed it to, and I'm happy about that. Yeah, that was really good. We made it to a third. We didn't have so much time, but I honestly do feel like we can hold them pretty well. Could probably switch to a different tank for this side, but at the same time, like, with Ball, you can just sit here and, like, just roll around the point and make sure that they don't move it, you know? Find somewhere to hide. And then when they come out, just annoy them. Stay on point and don't die. Yeah, I'm 19-0. Which is kind of crazy. I honestly didn't even realize I didn't die at all that last half. That's what I'm saying. With Ball, you don't die. You can just run away. You kind of choose when you die. So like right now, I got a bunch of health. I can sit here and bother my team. Their team, well, they're just over here. Like, their tank is all the way up here, dying to my team, while they're not even moving the cart. There was no point for that Doomfist to be back there. And now I'm just sitting on their cart, they can't move it at all, and they're up here fighting for no reason. Like, they are up there doing that for no reason at all. They're getting no value out of what they're doing. Like, they might kill my team a little. Oh, that right there, I gotta switch. As soon as that happened, yep. Boom, new character. Because now that they've seen that works, they're gonna try to do that a lot more often. You know, I'm not gonna let it happen. Reinhardt might be a bad pick against Doomfist, but it's really not. He's gotta be good. And I'm not, apparently. Where's my team? They died to a Doom. That was bad play on mine right there. Got distracted for a second. That really did not benefit my team at all. I don't know why the Doomfist is gonna spawn now, but whatever. And now we got their payload again. We stopped their movement. Hold them here for a little bit, hopefully. Down, I'll take that, I'll take that. I'll see you later, man. Have a good day. Whatever you're up to today, be safe, be smart. Don't do anything stupid. I have no teammates. They're coming though. Oh, I shouldn't have backed up. No, I'm sorry, Greg. Greg's cooking though. Greg's cooking. We got 2 Reinhardts. Got their junk rat. Let's go. Missed it, Doom. That's alright. Reinhardt's so strong, man. I love Reinhardt. I will say, them going Junkrat is kind of weird. Junkrat Genji is a little bit of an interesting combo in my opinion. Doomfist is low. We did hold them to overtime here, so they're not going to have too much time on this next point if they do make it to that next point. Which I do think they will, they just won that fight, so they're looking in good standing to get to this next point. No doubt in my mind we can hold them again though. We just held them for 3 minutes, we can do this next one for a minute. There we go, I got a slam on the Doom. And then I got that, let's go, that's major. Get him gone. We just gotta get a kill now. There we go, we got a bunch of kills. I'll take that. Oh, yo. You got a crown by your name, how does that work? What did he do to get that crown? Dude, that was really cool seeing Emmett popping. I haven't seen her talking in a while, and I sent it to you, and then I didn't even look at the chat for a little bit, and I looked over and I seen Emmett. I was like, yo, no way. Pretty cool. See, I should definitely be doing this more often, man. I haven't been just because I was having issues with my microphone, but now that those issues are gone, there's no reason not to. Yeah, that would make sense. I didn't know if like top fans was like a super chat thing, or if that was like a like the video, or something. I have no clue. I'm quite new to the whole YouTube stuff. I don't even understand Twitch really. I don't think I could do Twitch. I feel like it's too niche, you know. Everybody knows YouTube. Everybody has YouTube on their phone pre-downloaded. Where it's like. So yeah, I don't know. America, fuck yeah. I agree. I got the play of the game. Let's go. Well, alright, stick with me now because I do have to use the restroom, and yeah, so I'm gonna just put on this story. I'll be back, guys. And no, ads too, I do not like the ads as well, you are right there. But I don't know, I just feel like YouTube's on everyone's phone, you know? But yeah, I'll be right back, thank you guys.
That one person's courage can be the catalyst for change. During the Omnic crisis, when humanity stood on the brink of annihilation, that idea united those who were willing to stand. It created the first heroes of Overwatch. And it's the same belief we're fighting for now. In the past, Overwatch wasn't perfect, but its purpose never changed. Our mission, the reason we returned when Null Sector attacked, was about protecting people. It was about our shared belief in a future worth fighting for. The internet International Justice Commission recognized that. They suspended the order that shut Overwatch down because human and omnic-kind needed us. But even we didn't save the world alone. When the smoke cleared, we saw something incredible. We saw you. People from all walks of life. Soldiers, scientists, ordinary people with extraordinary courage stood up to share the defense of our world. In Paris, Busan, Rio, old allies and new answered the call. Mercy flew to our rescue. Reinhardt charged back into battle for honor and glory. Even new faces, Alexandra Zaryanova, Lucio Correa dos Santos, Hana Song, and so many others, put their lives aside and came to Gibraltar. Not because they were ordered to, but because it was right. We've reviewed every report, every act of bravery during the invasion, and you stood out. Not just for your skill, but for your courage. That's why you're receiving the message embedded within this token. You are formally invited to Watch Point Gibraltar, to stand with a new generation of heroes. The world won't save itself. Join us. Sojourn is still negotiating with the IJC. With Null Sector gone, there's pressure to shut us down again. When she finds out I sent these tokens, it won't be pretty. But back when I sent the recall, I didn't know if anyone would respond. I spent years alone here, thinking I was the only one who couldn't leave Overwatch in the past. But everyone who answered, they still believed like I did. Fighting Null Sector with so few agents has been hard. But it felt right. Null Sector's forces may have retreated, but they're not gone. And who knows what else is out there? The world still needs Overwatch. It always did. Besides, if there's one thing I've learned in my time here, it's better to beg Sojourn's forgiveness than to ask her permission. Well, here goes nothing.
Would your dad be mad if we showed up?
No, my dad wouldn't be mad if we showed up. He'd probably just be like, hey, he might be sleeping, but... But yeah, if we did stop over at Dad's, would he want us to pick you up? I'm hoping he's still in the chat.
You know what Zoe just did?
What did she do?
Hold on. Zoe just ordered 3 stamps.
Aren't they kind of expensive?
One of them is $50.
Yeah, that is kind of expensive.
Oh, fucked up that ice cream right there.
Select hero bands.
Good.
Oh, let me just... Alright, perfect, never mind. But yeah, I don't know if he's still in the chat, so I'm gonna text him.
Okay. I'm on my way over then.
Alright. Sounds good.
Okay. Bye.
Alright, bye, drive safe, I love you.
I will. I love you.
But no, that is very true. You gotta watch a lot of ads on the Twitch compared to the YouTube. I don't really watch too many live streams. I used to watch a lot more of them, but like when I'm playing the game is like my favorite time to watch the live stream. Because I have the second monitor and stuff, so I got the streams going and I got the game going. And right now I have it set up like that too. Like the little chat that you're seeing in the bottom right is the chat that's on my whole second monitor. But yeah, after this game I do gotta go. Appreciate anyone that is still watching or had watched or everything like that. First stream, I think that it went pretty well, honestly. Like, I figured out the settings that I needed to. I guess I'll see if I need to up the bitrate or anything like that. The mic quality is probably a little meh right now. I got a stand mic that's not terrible, but it's just not the best either. I miss my old headset, but yeah, and like they have like Counter-Strike tournaments that are live on Twitch a lot of the time too, but I don't know, my game is bugging right now. You don't even have to get like a good monitor either. Like you can get like a pretty jank monitor as your second monitor. I don't know what's going on with my game right now though. It's like misinputting almost. Like I'll be pressing a button and it doesn't press. So no idea what that's about. Might have to alt tab or something. Cause like right there, I wasn't even pressing that move right. I could have hit that fire. No, I missed that slam. That slam would have got him too. Man, if I'd have just stayed alive, I'd have been able to slam through their window. That would have been major. Yeah, I'm all happy. I'm gonna see if it fixes it. No, it did not fix it. There's something wrong. Maybe I gotta. Here, hold up. Unplugging, replugging my keyboard. Maybe that fixes it. We did get points though, so that's major. So yeah, for my main monitor, I have an LG Ultra Gear 165Hz. I want to upgrade to a 240Hz and then make this one my second monitor. It's a 27-inch. But then for my second monitor, I have dude, this cat is so annoying. I could have just killed all of them. I had 3 fire charges. Man, that was a really good ult by their cat, though. I'm not gonna lie. I was talking earlier about how they won't get value. I think that right there is how that character's gonna get value. It's just like canceling people's ults or like just getting. That was really good. I'm not gonna lie. Like that actually bothers me. A character can't be useless if their abilities bother you. You know, they got to be doing something. But we did still hold points, so that's really good. But yeah, so she's on her way over right now, so hopefully this game gets done before she gets here, but I'm gonna have to end stream after this game. No, I could've, man, I'm missing everything, dude. There's been so many good plays I could've gotten this game, and they're just like missed by a little bit. I can't blame that one on my keyboard though, unfortunately. Damn. If I'd have got that Ramantra off the map, that would've been crazy. They're about to pull someone off the map though. Goodbye, Baptiste. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know who this man's was. I don't know if he's someone that I know or if he's someone that just found the stream. And if he's someone that just found the stream, that's even cooler, because then that means that it's reaching people, I guess.
Not as quick as I used to be, but I'm still the fastest gun in the New West.
But yeah, I guess, dude, after I end stream, I'd recommend watching those edits if you haven't, dude. I'm super hyped about them. Oh, I'm getting a call from my grandma. Hey, what's up?
Hey, are you gonna be around tonight?
I'm not 100% sure, honestly. I was just making plans to go hang out with my dad.
Okay, that's fine. We bought a shit ton at Walmart. If we park it in the garage, can you get it like tomorrow morning or later tonight?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it's just like soda and just like household supplies. Dog food, we bought 2 more bags dog food. So, yeah, I have to get it out of the car because I can't have it in here when I'm driving, but it's just too much for us to carry. But I was trying to stock up on shit. Alright, well, I would greatly appreciate that. I hope you have fun with your dad.
Thank you. I might not be hanging out with him. I'm not 100% sure yet. We're gonna just drive to his house and see if he wants to do something.
Okay, no worries. We'll be home later. We're picking up later now, and then we're gonna go to Pizza Ranch.
Okay. Are you guys still going to that one play?
We'll play tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know Mamo was upset if it was gonna be today or tomorrow, so I was just curious which day it was.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
You know, you could always bring your wheelchair, and you don't have to like use it to like get in there, but you can use it as a chair and like when you're waiting, you know, you don't have to necessarily.
No, there's places to sit in there.
Okay.
We sit in the bar.
Okay.
They park you in the bar, and then when your table's ready, then you walk to it.
Alright, that makes sense. I just know Mama said that she had stood last time, so.
Yeah. We're gonna be there fairly early, so we should be alright.
Yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys.
Talk to you later. Yep.
Love you. Damn, I know, love you back. Just a doo. Hung up on. This isn't good. I was really hoping we were gonna win this round right here, because then yeah, this game's gonna maybe go until Glenn gets here, and I don't want to have to leave the game, but I don't want her to be sitting outside either. Still gotta throw my hoodie on again and put some deodorant on, some cologne. I got some of that Suave Dior, such a good smell. And I guess if anyone's interested, I do have a link. I do have a link for the Suave Dior, Miri clothes, washes, fragrances. But that's down the line. No, he's definitely right. That guy's not lying. Too much firepower for a Doomfist. See, if that guy was like your fucking ass, I would have just stayed Doomfist just to spite him. But since he was like, yo, you know, whatever, this, that, I get that. He had a very valid point there. I can give him that. And anyway, like they're playing more of like a brawl type composition. It wasn't really smart to go Doomfist anyway. Doomfist gets countered by that. He is right. I got this support down, that's good. I missed my rock because I'm terrible. She's so low. I'm also so low. We got the point though, that's all that matters. Did they support? I did not get the support. Yeah, now that I got this set up, there's no doubt that I'm going to be streaming more often, or at least trying. That's fun. I'm playing the game, but it's like different. Whoa. My game just lagged, dude. Imagine trying to explain like ultimate spam to someone that's never played Overwatch. Or like going back in the day, go to like the 1700s, 1600s and explain like what it's like for every single character to use their ultimate at one time. These people would look at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know? Probably kill you for witchcraft. See, I don't know, it's a little decent whatever stream. I'm more hoping that like it's some long-term content that like once someone like watches my edit, they might click onto this and they might stay for a little bit, you know, they might whatever. It's good to post short term, it's good to post educational videos, but you really do want some of that stuff that people will just watch, you know what I mean? There's no need to always be having like, there's no, I guess not necessarily always a rhyme and a reason to make a video or stream. Sometimes it is just purely for that entertainment. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this one, unfortunately. We might, though. I just really wanted to get that back piece. I was alright with just that. Oh man, he was low. It's really that Bastion, he's fucking me up. The tank mauler, man. Is what it is. I don't even know who I could really go besides this guy that's gonna help with that Bastion. That's two as a support and their Bastion down, but now we got both of our supports down, it looks like. The soldier's almost dead. He ran away. I got this soldier, but this ram is probably crazy. I did not have the firepower to take one fight. I shouldn't have ever went in there. GG, that was my fault. If I would have just waited 5 seconds for my team. I don't even want to look at my win percentage, honestly. Like, in Counter-Strike, I had, dude, it was crazy. I did my placements and I had a fucking 88% win rate. But then after that, it was like, dude, now it's at like 47. But yeah, she did get here. I'll look at my win rate real fast here. Let's look. Social. Let's go all modes. Games won. Oh, statistics. That's where I want to go. So I've won. Let's do the math here. Let's do the math real quick. It's probably, that looks like a 50% though. About 3686 divided by 1753. I did that wrong. But yeah, probably about like a 50% win rate ish, give or take. But yeah, I gotta get going here. Had a good stream. It was enjoyable. Thank you guys for stopping in, Alex. Well, doxed. You know, but thank you guys for stopping in. I do appreciate it a lot, actually. I didn't necessarily expect it to go that way. But yeah, I'll catch you guys the next time I do this.